The iPhone 3G honestly has to be one of Apple's most underrated iPhones of all time. This thing came out way back in 2008. It was the successor to the iPhone 2G, which was the first ever iPhone. And of course, as this is called the iPhone 3G, this was the first ever iPhone to have access to the 3G network. So you could basically get 3G speeds if you had a qualifying data plan, which is pretty cool. But as you guys know, 3G has been shut down by pretty much every single provider here in the United States. But of course, 3G is still available in many countries around the world. But here in the US, it's no longer available. So yeah, this phone literally has zero use for me, but you know, it's a collector's item. I got this about a year ago, around the same time when I first started my YouTube channel. So it's just been sitting in storage and never really got the chance to look at it in detail. But here we are today. This phone is in pretty good condition. I wouldn't say it's the best condition because these things scratched very easily. Inside the box here, we have the little plastic tray, and this looks like the little design by Apple in California. We have the fingertips. And man, taking a look at this stuff here is literally a trip down nostalgia lane. You guys can see here we have the old mail icons, and the old UI just brings back so many good memories. And yeah, cover flow is so cool to see on this phone. But yeah, I'm really glad that the original owner that gave me this phone didn't throw this stuff out, because it's really nice to look back at. And also inside this box, we have the original plastic film of the iPhone and some third-party charger. That is not an authentic charger, but it is what it is. I'm just going to leave it inside there. But yeah, the 3G is honestly a very underrated device. I say this because once the iPhone 3GS came out, it was such a big upgrade in terms of speed, and it seems like everyone just forgot about the original iPhone 3G. But we have to remember, guys, this was the first ever iPhone to feature the 3G network. It's unfortunate that we can't use this device today and test out a SIM card on it, but if I could, I definitely would. But you know, you guys can see here just how small this thing was. Comparing this to the size of my iPhone 14 Pro Max, this thing is tiny, and I really do miss the smaller sized iPhones. It's kind of nice to look back at once in a while. The speed on this thing honestly is not fast. A lot of you guys might be wondering which iOS version this is running. This one is running iOS 4, so a pretty recent version, and I could probably downgrade this, and I probably should. That's probably going to be a future video because I do not have the right operating system at the moment to downgrade this thing. But as you guys can see here, the apps are working fine. You're not going to be using this thing to make calls or to browse Facebook or anything like that. This is just a classic device that can take photos. As you guys can see here, I have some sample photos for you guys that I just took around the house in the backyard. So yeah, not the perfect picture quality, but we have to remember this thing came out in 2008, so this is not going to have the perfect camera. Now I think it's also worth mentioning that this phone did not have video recording capability. That was a feature that came out with the iPhone 3GS 1 year later. But you know, overall this phone was very basic. It got the job done. And let me know in the comment section below what your favorite thing about the iPhone 3G was. And man, this thing is honestly just so beautiful. I love that little curvy design. And if you're a collector like myself, you'll definitely want to check out Grid Studio, today's video sponsor. They sent over this beautiful iPhone frame where they basically take apart older phones and they basically frame them onto a little canvas that you guys see here. They're absolutely beautiful. You guys can hang them up, set them on a table, which is what I did. And there's so many different iPhone models you can choose from. These frames literally make the perfect Christmas gift. You guys can check it out at gridstudio.cc. They have many different styles to choose from. Thank you for sponsoring today's video. But yeah, this was the iPhone 3G. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite part about this phone was in the comment section below. Catch you guys on the next one.